My name's Mirah, and I'm here at Cafe 939 to play a show tonight. A really interesting decade of music would be like prehistory, actually, because that would be exciting, because I don't actually know what music sounded like then. Oh, guilty pleasure. Is it a food thing, or is it like... Okay, this says a lot about me. This isn't really an answer to the guilty pleasure thing because it's too gross and weird, but like, I grew up, I really like to conserve things. I don't like to waste anything, and so as a child in particular, I was like very concerned with wasting things like clean water. And so I took like Let It Yell, Let It Mellow very seriously as a child, and I'm also a very clean person, but like I really tried not to waste it. And then as I became an adult, I started doing things like just flushing the toilet because it's cleaner to just flush it, and like just using paper towels to dry my hands, not dry my hands on my pants, you know, because I was trying to be a grown-up. I can't remember what age I decided I was going to try to be a grown-up. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I don't know, that doesn't really count as a guilty pleasure because that's just sort of, you know, how crazy I am. But what's my guilty pleasure? This is going to be a long one. I don't know, a lot of butter on something. I have a picture of myself with Cindi Lauper, She's So Unusual, in 4th grade that I got as a gift. So I know that that was an early record that I owned. I'm not sure if it's the first one, but I have photo evidence, so that's a better answer than any of the other answers to any of the other questions you've asked me so far. Oh. If money wasn't an object, actually, I would have an amazing sound engineer who like made sure that my guitar sounded great all the time, and like worked the front of house sound and the monitors to make sure that sounded great all the time, and helped me figure out some technical things with certain pedals that I aspire to own and use that I'm just not seeming to be very adept at incorporating into my repertoire. So that's what I would pay a person to help me. Yeah. I think that I would it would be being able to handle any situation, like anything that came at me, without experiencing stress or aversion. Lately I've been really into I'll Be Your Mirror, which in a sort of joking way I've referred to as like, that's the song that Lou Reed wrote for me, because especially when he pronounces it, it kind of, you know, sounds like but it's a really beautiful song. It's like the best message ever. I was reading an article in the New York Times about the three-toed sloth, and and one of the amazing little tidbits of information in the article was that, so there's this sort of mini ecosystem that lives in the sloth's sort of fur, which is there's like this algae that grows on the fur, and there are these moths that live in the sloth's fur, and but the sloth is so slow at grooming that the moths have plenty of time to get out of the way, is what the article said. And I think that's fascinating that they have to conserve their calories so much because they get such little nutritional input from the leaves that they eat, that they have to supplement it with eating the algae off their fur, and they still have to move so slowly because they have such a low caloric intake that the moths have plenty of time to move out of the way of the toes. And I don't really want to come back as that, but that is pretty fascinating. Maybe another slow creature that has to get all of its food, all of its nutritional intake from leaves that don't have any nutritional value is a koala bear. They're not bears, a koala. My nephew Simone, Patti Smith, and you know, Albert Einstein. Sam Cooke or something. I don't know. Probably someone's not alive. Maybe, I don't know. No. Yeah, I'm like Lou Reed. Yeah, a lot of the only people I can think of are not alive anymore. Helena Bonham Carter. Well, thank you guys, and I'm kind of slow at answering questions, and I don't think about that that's one of my qualities until moments like this, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm gonna try to work on it so I can, you know, just be more efficient, not waste anything.